but I know that you talk about finance, so I'll get some of those questions in too. For SCORE, and SCORE is the largest national organization of mentors that help small business owners.
Yes.
It's actually part of the SBA. So
yes.
It's a really big audience, an audience that is definitely interested in this topic. So I'm really looking forward to having a few minutes to speak with you.
Awesome. Great.
Okay, great. Well, then I just had, just a couple of questions. I know we're focusing today on the use of mobile technology and ways it can help business owners. So I wanted to start off by asking you, what do you see, since your area is finance, some of the top ways that you see business owners kind of having a really big impact on their time or cash using mobile technology right now?
Sure. Well, what we're seeing is that 30% of small business owners say that mobile technology applications on their phones are helping their businesses survive. I mean, it's that much of a necessity. And
wow.
The reason is because, depending on the kind of mobile apps you're dependent on, you could be saving time, money, boosting productivity. Rather than hiring someone to do your invoicing or your bookkeeping, you can use an app to do that for you. Rather than paying to send things over mail, snail mail, FedEx, UPS, you can just do things electronically because you have the app to do that. You can send faxes because you have the app to do that. You can teleconference because you've got the app. So you can see where I'm going with this. There's so many,
right.
There's so many resources, a lot of times free, that your phone can help you use to get your business not only on its feet, but really running efficiently.
And do you have any specific ones that you find kind of keep popping up over and over again, or even categories,
Sure.
like expense tracking or, like you said, invoicing, et cetera?
Yes. So everything from like a Skype that helps you teleconference, which is an app and also a website, to something like Easy Sign, which allows businesses to transfer documents online virtually, actually have clients sign documents and make them legit over the internet rather than going through the mail. There's a lot of different types of apps that can help you invoice and bookkeep, as you mentioned. And also I've partnered with GoPayment, which is part of the Intuit family of products, which includes QuickBooks, TurboTax, Mint.com, lots of great products in the financial and small business space. They've also come out with a mobile app called GoPayment, which allows small business owners to accept credit card payments, whether you're a solo entrepreneur working out of your home or out of your food truck, to a small business owner that has a staff and is working in an actual office or storefront. And how it works is you just download the app onto your phone for free, and once you go through some Q&A and you get approved, you can start accepting credit card numbers, and then over the course of a few days, you actually get a reader as well, which is free. It comes with signing up, that you can put into your phone's audio jack and then start accepting swipes as well. So if you're out on the go, if you're at a craft fair or you're in your store and someone hands you the credit card, you can do it that way. You can also type in the number manually as another option. But it's just an example of another way that businesses can sort of get to the 21st century. Even if you're just a independent solo entrepreneur, you can really, seem like you're really buttoned up, because in the past, a business that accepted credit cards typically was a business that had a lot of volume, big scale, but no longer. You can just be kind of, in the business for yourself, but have still a lot of those technological capabilities that the bigger businesses used to take better advantage of.
Yeah, I've seen that actually more and more, and it's an enormous not just time saving, but convenience factor, which has got to help boost sales. So
right.
I think that's a great suggestion. I was also going to ask you on the marketing side, since it's sort of my area, is with mobile technology, I know people also use their phones, of course, to stay in touch with customers, and a lot of surveys show how, customer service and having close attention to customers really is a strategic, it's a big competitive advantage for small businesses. So do you have any suggestions there on how you kind of best practices for either following up to current customer requests, or better yet, getting on that hot lead right away and responding quickly?
Well, I think the more connection you have with your customers, obviously, the better. But then there is sort of that fine line of bombarding them with too much connection, emailing them excessively. I think that it's always appropriate to follow up after the initial transaction, whether it's through the receipt that you're emailing, and by the way, GoPayment can allow for that, to maybe a weekly newsletter that maybe your customer can sign up for the frequency that they would like to communicate with you. I as a customer, a lot of times I know I'll sign up for a newsletter, but before I do that, they'll ask me, how often do I want to really, be interacting with this company? Do I want a daily email? Do I want a weekly thing? Or do I just want to be notified here and there about promotions? So you're really, letting your customer guide that interaction. But also remember, in addition to email, there's social networks that you should really be having a presence on, whether it's Facebook or Twitter, LinkedIn, so that your customers can find you in a variety of ways, and to make each portal sort of have its own competitive advantage over the other. So if it's a Facebook page, if you like the Facebook page, maybe you'll get a 10% discount. If you go on Twitter and you follow me on Twitter, I'll enter you into a raffle, and maybe we'll give away something for free every month. So that you have kind of some sort of bait for your customers to go and find you on these different sites. And then while they're there, they're learning more about you, they're interacting, they're connected, and it's another way to stay connected without the email, which sometimes can get, overwhelming.
Okay, yeah, and I know that actually most people are using their phones as a way of staying in touch with social media, because it's so immediate. So that
there's
you can
an app
respond,
for it. Yeah.
There's lots of apps actually. So yeah, that's a really good point. And I guess the final piece, I don't know if you have comment on this, but because customers are obviously doing a lot of business via their mobile phones. They're checking out reviews. They're checking out your business, etc. Are there suggestions for small business owners on how they should be a little bit more mobile friendly, like making their newsletters mobile friendly, or making their websites mobile friendly, or developing an app themselves, etc.?
It's definitely something worth investing in at some point in your business timeline. I mean, maybe not right away, because it does take some money and resources to perhaps put together an app. You got to hire a software developer and things like that. But I think the more you can think along those lines, the better for your business, because so much is migrating to the phone, and the phone is not just for accepting phone calls, as we know. It's email, it's so much. It's invoicing, it's sending faxes. So the more that you can think strategically in that way, the better. And eventually, if you can get the resources together, to pull them together to create, a mobile-friendly website, an app even, I think you're going to be, you're going to see the benefits of that right away.
Great. Okay, well, good. Well, I know, Farnoosh, your time is limited today, and that's all I had. That's all I had for today. I really appreciate the tips.
My pleasure. And if your readers and viewers want more information, they can go to gopayment.com. They can also visit my blog at farnoosh.tv.
All righty. Well, thank you so much.
Thanks, Jeanne.